What came as a complete shock was the response from some of these oil companies who are actually part of the cartel. Apparently, you have reached a situation where oil marketing companies, all with shady histories, feel confident and compelled to answer Kenyans when Kenyans seek answers from their government. This is the clearest indication of state capture and complete takeover by cartels. The cartels speak for the government, and the government speaks for the cartels. Kenyans noticed that when one Anne Njeri laid claim to the 17 billion shillings worth of diesel then in the seas, it was two cabinet secretaries who came out to state that the oil belonged to Galana Energies. Galana has hired the government. Over this same weekend, however, Busia Senator Honorable Kio Mtata tabled evidence of the government withdrawing 42,965,290,402 shillings from the Consolidated Fund without the authority of Parliament and spending it on what it called subsidies to private financial enterprises. The senator tabled evidence that in June 2023, at the closure of the financial year 2022-2023, the National Treasury withdrew 17,222,718,630 shillings to subsidize private financial enterprises. He was able to establish a link between the Kenya shillings 17 billion, which was unconstitutionally withdrawn from the Consolidated Fund in June 2023 to subsidize unnamed private financial enterprises, and the 17 billion shillings contested oil shipment between Mrs. Njeri and the two cabinet secretaries. I concur with Senator's suspicion that Njeri is the private financial enterprises funded by the Kenya shillings 17 billion illegally from the Consolidated Fund and received by the Ministry of Petroleum and Mining. The CS for Energy and Petroleum, Mr. Chirchir, and National Treasury, CS Njuguna Ndung'u, have certainly committed criminal offenses, abused office, and gone against the Constitution. They stole money from the Consolidated Fund in addition to spending money way above what Parliament approved. They must not only resign, they must also be prosecuted. I want to speak today both to the cartels and the executive, who it appears are joined at the hip. The oil firms, the National Assembly majority leadership, and the CS Davis Chirchir have talked of there being a G2G memorandum of understanding in this oil deal. Once again, I am asking that the document be shared with the public. This must be a document signed by a representative of the government of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates and the Republic of Kenya, not that of the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum and ADNOC Global Trading Limited or Emirates National Oil Company. Kenyans will have noticed that even as our Ministry of Energy and Petroleum was signing deals with state-owned corporations in the Middle East, our own National Oil Corporation is completely left out. NOC has a legal mandate to participate in all aspects of the petroleum industry and is only owned by the government of Kenya through a joint ownership by the ministry responsible for the petroleum function. How does Chirchir explain the exclusion of this corporation in favor of private shady firms? If he was signing, he should have signed with a minister. Is equivalent on the other side. But those companies are the ones which will sign with the NOC, not the minister. We also know that for a ship to leave one port for another, loaded with goods, it has to get a letter from the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum indicating that the ship is authorized to carry and offload the cargo in Kenya. Who cleared the Njeri ship to travel to Kenya? How did it offload?